morning, campers.
450 feet ahead, turn right on Tower Road.
Okay. We're working our way out of the Loves. I went ahead and topped off our fuel tanks while we were here, which reminds me, need to clear the leg. Done. Alright. Let's reset my digital fuel counter. Third might have been a little too optimistic there. Maxwell did not like that.
Turn left on ramp to I-84 West.
Maxwell did not like that at all. Anyway, we are full of fuel. And let's just I cleaned the windows, but they look a little spotty now. I just tried to shift gears there, and I didn't use the clutch, and I couldn't get it out of sixth, because I'm great at this. There it went. Destination, which is perfect because we've got 220 minutes to get there. So we've got an hour of wiggle room. Exactly where I want it. Well, there's nobody behind me. Now it's probably as good a time as any, isn't it? Upshift, left signal. What even is that? Must be heavy, whatever it is. Or just, actually no, most of those axles aren't on the ground, it's just not carrying whatever it normally carries. Interesting that they still have to have an escort without the cargo. Getting between him and his pilot car, but his pilot car is so far ahead I can't catch up. Certainly not before, and plus the pilot car just put the CR England between them. So, we'll be passing England before we have to pass the pilot. Fun times. Alright, so we should pull a little bit further ahead of the oversized on the uphill. He doesn't seem to have a whole lot of oomph on the gradients. Must be a really heavy trailer even without cargo. Wonder if that's like a wind farm equipment. Like, it doesn't look like it's designed to hold the blades, but maybe like the body of the wind turbine. The big roundy bits in the middle. Probably the kind of trailer they would go on. We are in Rufus, Oregon. Fun name, fun name. You can see way up ahead in the distance. You guys probably can't because, you know, Fish Islands. Way off in the distance, you can see the US 97 bridge over the Columbia River. Ducks! Hello, ducks. Goodbye, ducks. Well, that was a fun encounter. Hello, ducks. I love driving along this river. It's beautiful. I mean, look at this. You got this lovely gorge on either side. We're driving through some beautiful wetlands right now. You've got some really impressive feats of human engineering, not least of which is this highway we're on. And the railroad to our left. We've passed a couple of hydroelectric dams on the way down. Those are all very impressive. That bridge over the Columbia River, oh my gosh, look at that, it's huge. Now, if you want to see how far we've come in as far as road building in the last 150 years, the old highway, the old Columbia River Highway, is that winding road up on the cliff on the left. You can see it kind of climbs up the cliff ahead of us as we get to the narrow part of the base of the gorge. That used to be the only way down this river. Well, there was a mirror highway on the other side. Washington Highway 14. That's still over there, actually. It's still very much like that road. But when they brought the interstate through, they just basically put the interstate down at the bottom of the gorge. They keep it pretty close to the canyon wall, but it's, you know, if the terrain gets to the point where you can't really squeeze an interstate on it, they just put it out on these little jetties, and it rides along the water for a little while. You know, that's old US Highway 30 off to the left, climbing up the cliff now. You can see there's a pickup truck on it. I don't know if he's gotten into frame yet. A beautiful drive from what I hear, but I'm pretty glad that we have Interstate 84 now, because from what I've heard, there are some pretty nasty switchbacks on old US 30 near between the Dales and Troutdale. Apparently, there used to be some pretty nasty switchbacks. I think they're still there, but I think they're part of like a walking trail or just like a historic drive thing. Not really in major use anymore. The interstate has solved that problem. Here's Biggs. This is where we were supposed to. This is where we were supposed to get our fuel. Kind of glad we didn't. Kind of glad we didn't. This place is always a nightmare to get in and out of. It is insanely busy. And we don't exactly have much on the time. Are you really going to exit now? After you just cut in front of me? You jerk! Cut the cruise control for a moment so Maxwell wouldn't slam on the brakes because of that guy slowing down. Actually, the pilot, oh no, it's pretty busy. I was like, wow, the pilot's nice and empty right now. Yeah, the parking lot's empty. There's a full row of trucks waiting in the fuel island, attempting to get diesel. So I'm kind of glad we didn't stop there. Kind of glad. Pretty glad. Yeah. So if you saw those big silos we just passed, those are very much like facilities that we've seen on on the Mississippi River. The Columbia here is so wide, you can bring some pretty massive ships up here. So those grain silos can load up barges full of grain, as well as I do believe they can be accessed by the railroad as well for shipping within the country. Which it's awesome. Nice little double feature there. Trailer's empty. Let's head up to Jubit's and get this thing washed. Apparently the washout at the washout that was here is apparently no longer here. So directions are a little bit out of date. No big deal, that happens. It's fine. We'll just head up to Jubit's. There's a blue beacon and a JLE truck wash up there. Sure my trailer goes wide enough. Yeah, we're good. Alright, let's go. Well, that's an interesting logo on that building there. Sorry about that. Had a little bit of a battery depletion. It's cool. Also had to ask that red Cascadia to pull forward so I could squeeze past him. more than the Blue Beacon, since they got a dedicated washout lane. We definitely have run over some sweet potatoes. Alright, washout time. So how you guys like the new Wilson yard? This is Haney Truck Lines. This is the heavy haul division that Wilson just bought out. Mr. Wilson being the owner of Will Trans and Jim Palmer Trucking. So that adds, Haney is now like the 5th fleet in our trucking family now. So the fleets we've got Will Trans and Jim Palmer. Those have maintained their own identities. ONS is kind of like half folded into Will Trans, but also still has lots of trucks with their own liveries. Oh. Back up? Alright. Gently now. Yeah, I know, I'm slow. I'm slow. I'm always slow on everything. Yep. I wasn't recording any of that. I just hit the button to stop recording and it started recording. We are safely parked at Jubit's Travel Plaza. We got our washout over at the Wilson Logistics Yard. And we're now parked here. So I will see you guys either later today if we get more cargo, or tomorrow if this is in fact the end of my day. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is MacLeod, AzerAngel17 on Twitch, Xbox Live, and Steam. Drop and say hi. Let me know if you enjoyed the videos by clicking like or subscribe. And of course, come say hi on Twitter at ElioDare, no apostrophe. And or you can say hi in the comments below. That is also a perfectly good way to get stuff before my eyeballs. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.